Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first time that you are seeing this beautiful face on the internet. Whew. You guys, I've been crying for the past 20 minutes. I've been trying to, to start this vlog for the past 20 minutes, but right before I was going to start filming, I saw this video. It's from Adele's Las Vegas residency concert, and there was this old man that was showing her a picture of his dead wife while she was singing When We Were Young, and oh my god, that made me cry so much. But I'm fine now to start recording, and yeah, for the month of February, I'm going to be doing this like romance reading blog, but every book is going to be queer. When it comes to romance, I am not a romance reader, but if the romance is queer, I am reading it. Like I don't care about Kimberly and John and them falling in love. I don't care about them. I mean, I do, but I don't want to read about that. But when it comes to queer relationship, yes, I am there. I am reading it. Yes. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be reading maybe 3 or 4 books. I'm not sure how many books I can get to this week, or at least for the next 5 days, because today is Thursday. So, no, I think today's Wednesday. Not sure. So today, while I was at work, I started listening to the audiobook for The Reality of Us by Vanessa North, and I am listening to it on script. I'm only on chapter 5. So far, I I am liking it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know exactly what my favorite tropes are in romance because I I've only read like maybe 5 to 10 romance books since I started reading again back in 2020. Um, but this has the close proximity trope, and it also has the grumpy sunshine trope so far. I don't know if there is going to be more tropes. But again, I'm only on chapter 5. And yeah, I am really enjoying it. I'm going to try to finish it today because it's I only have 1 hour and 52 seconds and 52 minutes left of the audiobook at the speed that I am listening to. And yeah, let's just see how I like it, and I hope it's good because when it comes to queer romance, like I don't care if the book is bad. If it's a queer romance, I love it because I love watching queer people thriving in life, finding love, being happy. So I don't know. In case you were wondering, this book is about these two men who they work together at the same company, and they in this company they like pay them to go to a trip or something like that, and they are going to be camping. I don't know where because I don't remember, but it's going to be like really far away from the city, and they only have like they have 2 tents, but they can in the place that they are going to be sleeping in, they are only able to set up 1 tent, so they will be sleeping together, and yeah, apparently they're just going to have this relationship going on, and yeah, that is all I know, to be honest. I don't really read synopsis of books. Um, Like, no, no, thank you. I'll just go ahead and read it, not knowing anything about it. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and keep listening to the book. And if I do get to finish it tonight, I'm going to be back with you to give you my review and my thoughts on the book. And if I don't finish it tonight, I am still going to update you before I go back before I go to sleep. So yeah, let's just go back to reading. Okay, I just finished The Reality of Us, and I think I'm giving it 2 stars. Not the way I wanted to start this reading blog, but yeah, I don't know. I liked the characters, and I liked how the story began, but I don't know. It just wasn't it for me. This book is being marketed as having the grumpy sunshine trope, um, which is something that I really enjoy in movies. But where was it in the book? In this story, we follow Alden and Kit, and Alden is supposed to be the grumpy one, but he was not. He was nice. He was not grumpy. And yeah, there were some scenes where we would be, where Alden had some monologues like in his head, and they were like, "Oh, I cannot believe that I'm going to have to spend the night on one tent with another person, and that person being Kit. I usually wouldn't like Kit, but then he would be nice to him." And this book had a lot of sex. That is something that I don't mind, honestly. But my problem with this specific book is that literally, like, I would say 10% into the audiobook, they were already having sex. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I haven't read that many romance, but yeah, it just felt more like lust between the two main characters instead of love. This book also had a pacing issue because it just felt like everything was moving so fast. And I get it, it's a short book, and that is the main issue. I think that the book needed to be a little bit longer for the relationship to be more like real and I don't know. I mentioned in a previous video that I don't usually like insta love, and this book pretty much felt like insta love. Like the relationship on this book, it felt insta love, and I didn't enjoy that aspect of the book. I didn't really like this one, and it's not because I don't usually read romance, because I have read romance that I love and that actually make sense, and where the characters don't fall in love like literally like 10% into the book. But yeah, I don't know. I was I think this book has I don't know if I don't know how old this book is, but it didn't have that many reviews on Goodreads. I don't know.
this one, it wasn't good in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. I All of the books that I'm going to be reading for this reading blog are going to be audiobooks because I didn't want to spend money on books that I don't know if I'm going to enjoy, especially since I'm getting into romance. I don't know what my favorite tropes are. I don't know what tropes I don't like. Because when it comes to thrillers, I just read the little premise and that's it. I know if I'm going to be interested or not. But with romance books, I don't know what I like. That's why all of them are going to be I'm going to be listening to them and I'm not sure what I'm reading next. But anyways, I'll update you when I have something to update you about. Hi. I know it's only been a couple of seconds for you guys, but I have not updated this blog in like 3 days, maybe. Y'all, forgive me. This is my first written blog, so I don't know if that's an excuse, but anyways, I just wanted to update you guys because today I started reading Change of Hearts by Claire Lydon, and I have never heard about this book. Honestly, I just saw it on Script, and I was like, okay, it has fake dating, it's lesbians. I'm I'm reading it, like okay, and I'm actually really enjoying this book. It's so captivating and emotional. I am only about, well, I'm 64% into the book, so I have read more than half of the book. And in case you didn't know, in this book we follow Erin, who hires Steph to be her fake girlfriend for her parents' anniversary party, and it is just so good and emotional. I am really loving this book. I don't know if it's just because I don't usually read romance, and maybe I'm just liking it because I have not read that many romance books, but I don't want to jinx it. But you guys already know what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to jinx it, but I am fingers crossed this is a good book. Because if I end up not enjoying the second half of this book, I'm going to really cry. Even though I have already cried reading the book. It is just so good. I am hoping that it continues that way. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Also, there's a lot of drama. Well, not a lot, but the tea, because this book, it's so, it has drama. You know, family drama. And also something that I really am enjoying about this book is the fact that both families for the main characters are so loving and accepting, and they don't really judge their their kids for being lesbians, and I love that. I love when in books, movies, or whatever it is that the storyline revolving any gay character does not have to do with them fighting with their family or fighting for their family to accept them. I love that. I think that that is so, it is just so good. I love seeing that. And yeah, I will update you when I have finished the book. I already have to go to sleep because it's about one, well, it's almost 2 a.m. So I am going to sleep because I have to work tomorrow. And yeah, I wish I didn't have to sleep because I really want to finish this book right now. But when you're an adult, you have to do stuff even if you don't want to. Oh, and also I painted my nails earlier tonight, and I did this black and red. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, I know, but I like it, and I did it myself. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll just go to sleep and I'll update you when I finish the book.
Hi. Do you want to hear a funny story? I have not updated this blog in like 4 days, I want to say. And I already finished all of the books that I was supposed to read for this reading blog. So, yeah, I literally forgot to blog everything. What am I doing? Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so funny.
So, as I was saying, I oh god. So yeah, I finished reading Change of Hearts by Claire Lydon, and I figure I would just talk from this point on because what else am I going to do? Um, but I really enjoyed that book. I gave it 4 stars. Like I didn't have any issues with the book. It it's perfect, but it didn't feel like a 5-star read for me. Like I don't know. I can't exactly say what is it about it that it didn't make it a 5-star, but I don't know. It didn't feel like a 5-star, like a 5-star. So I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the book, the story, the characters. Everything is so good, and I really like. I think I already mentioned this on a previous clip, but I really love when we follow a gay character that their storyline is not them just trying to fight for their family's acceptance or their friends' love or their people that they know. It's just so wholesome to read a book where the it can be main character, secondary character, whatever, but if there's a gay character that does not have to fight against the people that they know, that I just love that. I love that so much. And the relationship in this book was so pure. It was so beautiful. I loved it. And even though in this book, it's more like insta love, but not it didn't feel that way because I don't know if I explained to you guys what this book is about, but in this book we follow I already forgot her name. Wait. So in this book we follow Erin, and Erin is a lesbian, and she needs to go to her hometown, or I think it's to another country. Yes, it's definitely she has to go to another country to visit her parents because they're going to have a celebration for their 40th anniversary, I think it is, or maybe 30th. I don't know. And she doesn't want to go alone because the pressure she's the only single person in her family, and the pressure of everyone asking, "Hey, are you single? Are you seeing someone?" She feels like that is going to be too much for her, and she decided to hire this actor named Steph. Now, they are supposed to only be pretending to date, so it's fake dating. I love fake dating. It's just so good. It's just so good. And they are supposed to spend 5 days at Erin's parents' house. And yeah, everything happens, and they soon begin to realize that the acting might not be too weird, and they are starting to get carried away by the performance, and I really enjoy that aspects of the book. And then when you do get to the part of the book where you find out or you realize why the book is titled Change of Hearts, I loved it. It's just so good. If you haven't read this book, because this book I see that it's not getting a lot of attention, because in Goodreads it only has a few reviews. I would definitely recommend it. If you like fake dating, I would definitely recommend it because it's so good. It's just I love it so much. And now the next book that I read for this blog, where apparently I didn't read it for the blog because I didn't blog anything. Anyways, the next book that I read was Felix Ever After. I love this book. This was not my first time reading it. I read it, I think back in 2020 or back 2021. I cannot remember. But this book is just so good. It's just, oh my god, Felix, Ezra, love them. I love them so much. And I love this cover too. Like, it's just so beautiful. Like, Felix, come on. He's gorgeous. I love him so freaking much. And the reason why I wanted to read this book for this video, it's because I already read a male romance and then a female romance, and I wanted to have all kinds of representation in this reading blog. So I have the gays, I have the lesbians, and now with this book with Felix Ever After, I have the trans and the bisexuals. I know that there's more, but yeah, I will definitely do a part two for this video because I really enjoy reading romance when it's all about the gays and queer people. I love it. Like, I think that that is what I am looking for most in a romance book. In a romance book, like if it's, I don't know, Kimberly and Stephen, I don't care about them. No shade, but I don't. And in this book we follow Felix, and I love the fact that his name is Felix Love, but he hasn't actually never been in love. It's just love it. So Felix is transgender, and one day he goes to school and he sees that someone has put up a bunch of pictures of Felix before he transitioned and also mentioning his dead name. Now, this, it was infuriating to read about. Even the second time around, I hate that Felix had to go through that. No one ever has to go through that. And we're just following Felix as he's trying to figure out who's doing this to him because that person also created an Instagram account and is DMing Felix and being like, oh, you know, all type of hateful stuff. I don't even want to think about them. But while he's trying to find out who this person is, he's also stuck in a love triangle. I know. It's just so good. And what I loved about this book, it's the fact that you know, usually when in a love in a romance book or a movie or whatever, when there is a love triangle, you always like the everyone is always rooting for one of the love interests to be the one. But in this book, at least for me,
Sorry, my neighbors upstairs are running apparently. But yeah, in this book, a- at least for me, like I would have been happy if Felix ended up with any of the any of the love interests. Like both of them were so cute, where they were so nice, they were so wholesome. It was just so good. Of course, I was happy when and I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it because if you have not read this book, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? I think back in 2020 when I read it, um, like a few weeks after, I saw somewhere that it was going to be adapted to be a TV show. I don't know if that's true or if that still is something that they are working on. But if they do it, I'm here. I would love to watch it, and I cannot wait to see who they cast as these characters because these characters, oh my god, I love them so much. And you can see the first time that I read this book, I didn't tab it because during that time I wouldn't annotate on my books. Yeah, I was one of those people, but I'm not anymore. But yeah, if you can see, look at that, all these tabs, and I try to match the tabs with like the flowers in the front. I wanna cry. I love this book so much. It's just perfect. I literally just read it and I cannot wait to reread it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. I am so sorry this was not really a reading blog because I didn't blog anything, but I tried. And to be honest, I even thought of completely scratching this video because I was like, well, if I didn't blog, then that's not a reading blog, so I'm not gonna do it. But then I was like, whatever, whatever. Just I'm gonna do whatever I want. Um, and yeah, I'm just going to give you guys content, so you so you guys can see how messy I am, but not in a bad way. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this chaos, and thank you so much for being here. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are having a wonderful day, that you are being happy, and that you are drinking water, because your skin needs it. Your skin needs water, okay? So drink water. What are you doing? Go ahead, do it right now. So thank you so much for being here, and I see you in the next one.